Mrs. Leilani Kilgore, good morning.
Good
Hello.
morning.
How are you today? The day after.
I'm doing so good. I feel well rested, but also still riding that like wave of joy that I felt yesterday performing at Swing Festival Live.
Yeah. You must know that you came from Nashville to Europe to do your Turn and Burn tour.
Yeah.
You're going to do 4 countries:
Yes.
France, Germany, Belgium, Netherlands. 19, if I'm right, gigs, and with 4 in Belgium.
Yes.
It was yesterday your first gig in Belgium.
Yeah, my first, and
Yeah.
what a way to kick it off.
And the day afterwards, it was okay yesterday?
Yeah, no, it was brilliant. We got to, hang out at the festival and, we saw the Cinelli brothers and kind of get to meet a lot of people in the audience, and the volunteer crew was exceptional. The way that festival is organized and run, especially considering it's all volunteer-based, was amazing. So it was just a dream of a gig. It was perfect.
Are we different people here in Europe when you have to do a show in Europe? Is that different when you compare it with your own US?
I think that people in Europe care a lot more about live music. You play a gig in the States and you see people's phones up in the air, or they'll be on their phones. And it's not to discount my American audience. I have incredible fans in America that are very dedicated and incredibly supportive. But it seems like there's more intent in Europe to come to a live show and really experience it, which is amazing.
Did you know Swing Festival before the festival? Because it's a free festival.
Yeah,
They're
which
doing
is
it, I think, 38 years.
I knew about Swing Festival before just because, I know this year you had Mike Zito headlining the night before last, and so some other people that I know in the blues genre, I've seen Swing Festival on their tour dates, so it was very cool for me to get to play it myself.
I took some time to look to Google on the internet, and what I found about you, singer-songwriter, guitar player, and a producer.
By
a young
accident.
girl producing. Why did you become a musician?
Well, so I grew up an only child, and I grew up in a very arts-focused household. My parents aren't musicians, but my dad he's a visual artist, he's a painter and a sculptor, and the first date he took my mom on was a Rolling Stones concert in Halloween. And so that was music is a very big part of their lives, and so I grew up listening to Stevie Ray Vaughan and B.B. King and the Stones and Santana and Eric Clapton, and it just became I just got this idea in my head very quickly at a young age that the coolest thing you can do is play guitar. And I also had a hard time expressing myself when I was young, and blues especially was the genre where I felt like you could really communicate and connect with people without really having to say a word. So for me, it was that expression of emotion in an instrument that really drew me to it.
But your style, you're hard rock, no, not hard rock, blues rock guitarist. Yeah. What determines your style? Maybe persons or things that you heard. No?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, my playing, studying B.B. King and Freddie King and understanding how playing guitar can be like having a conversation is what drew me to really taking it seriously. But I love the passion and the energy in classic rock and punk rock. And I tried to just be a traditional blues player, and it didn't work. It was too much. So kind of accepting rock as an inevitable part of my musical identity. But Gary Moore is a huge influence for me. Rory Gallagher, who was also kind of a little bit punk rock in his own way. And then I love classic rock, Whitesnake and 38 Special, and so it's kind of a marriage of all of those things.
How many years do you play your music?
My first full original gig ever was, I think, in 2020 or 2021. So it's only been about 5 or 6 years.
Did you learn already things during these 5 years?
So much. I mean, for me, I've been playing professionally since I was 13 or 14, but it was always cover gigs. So I was always playing,
Not the front, no.
Yeah, not my music. And it was fun and it was great. And I did that professionally for quite a long time. And I kind of tried to write here and there, but I wasn't really taking it seriously. And I learned when I started playing my own music, suddenly you feel like there's so much more at risk, and you feel so much more connected in the moment to what you're doing, because you want people to like it, and you want people to find a connection there with you. And I think having that much higher stake at play, and also the joy of knowing that there is somebody out there that loves what you're doing or feels like they have a personal connection to it, it means so much more to me. I've learned a lot.
Okay, let's talk about your albums.
Yeah.
After a few singles and EPs, we got last year your first full-length album with the title Tell Your Ghost. Can you tell us something about the title? Because what want you to tell us? What is the ghost in the title meaning?
Yeah, what's funny is I've done quite a lot of interviews about this record back in the States, and no one's asked that until I got here, which I think is great. So the album Tell Your Ghost was not supposed to be a record. I was going through some very, very difficult things in 2023 or 2024, and just things started falling apart in all aspects of my life. I split ways with my first ever management team, and then ended a long-term relationship with someone I cared a lot about. Felt very lost, and I didn't really have anybody to talk to about it, and started kind of self-medicating in a way that wasn't healthy, and I wasn't processing it, so I just started writing. I didn't know what else to do. It was really kind of saving my life, to be honest with you, because I think things could have taken a very dark turn if I didn't start finding a way to express what I was feeling. But I had all these emotions attached to, people that people or events that I wasn't able to get closure with. And so these songs were like my way of speaking to those things or those people that I couldn't really actually talk to. So I felt like I was just talking to ghosts in my head, basically.
Okay. You wrote all the songs yourself?
I did. I wrote them in rapid succession. It was a lot of very late nights sitting at my desk, and it was really, previously with all my music, being a blues rock artist, but emphasis on the blues, I felt actually quite trapped by the genre. And when I started writing these songs, I thought, well, I'm going to write them for myself. I'm going to not worry about what I think I need to sound like. I'm going to write in whatever style I want to. And I wrote them in very rapid succession, and we didn't really have any shows. And I think a couple months after that, I put these demos together in a file, and I looked at them and said, oh, it's an album, and it tells a story. So great, let's do it.
Does that mean that songwriting is not a difficult process for you?
Some
or
people,
an easy way to explain or to express yourself?
I think it's my favorite way to express myself. But some people are so great about songwriting. They're very disciplined. They can rewrite in drafts. I don't do that.
Just that's it.
Which with my current record, my second record, I'm working with a producer who's amazing, but it drives him nuts because he wants everything, the lyrics, are the best they can be, and I'm very used to just being like, well, if I like it in this moment, then it's probably good enough, and if I don't like it, then I'll change it. But I don't sit there and go over and over and over them. So, if songwriting is easy to me in the moment, if it's something that flows. If I feel like I'm beating my head against a wall, I'll usually walk away from it and give it space.
Is there a song on the album in which you recognize yourself the most?
Honestly, I think, definitely. It's a hard pick, but I think the two songs that are out of my usual sound the most, Early Grave and I See Stars, they're the most vulnerable. I think that I've ever been, and I really am a soft person, and I think it's taken me quite a long time to feel safe expressing that. But there is a lot of vulnerability and hurt in those songs. But then you also have, like Creepin', which is a borderline punk rock song, and Spanish Moss, which is very bluesy, and I feel very true to all of those things.
Okay. You did not produce the album yourself, no?
I did.
I did, because, oh yeah, you co-produced it with Eversold, no?
Paul Ebersold is doing my current record with me.
Yeah.
My first record I produced myself,
Oh yes, okay.
which was
I'm wrong.
a task.
You're right. The new album will be. Oh yeah, okay. When can we expect your new album or a new album?
Yeah. February or March is the release date, and the first single will be, I think, released at the end of October. I'm really excited about this record because, I didn't produce it myself, so there's somebody with a lot of experience helping make this the best that they can. But there's quite a few guests on the record that I'm quite excited about as well. We wanted to make it a great singer-songwriter record, but really a great guitar record.
Yeah.
And so Sadler Baden is Jason Isbell's guitar player. He's doing quite a lot of playing on the record, and he brought a few songs in. Rebecca Lovell from Larkin Poe is working on one of the songs with me, which I'm really excited about. Ollie Freed is another amazing guitar player, and Rob McNelly, who's an incredible session worker and guitarist in Nashville, has some features on it too. So, all in all, it's very much this group effort to make something as the greatest sophomore record I could possibly make.
Great to hear that there is coming more.
Yeah. No, I'm very excited.
Okay, some questions to finish. You're very young when you compare it with us. But I think that you have a lot of plans or things that you want to do. That you have what they call a bucket list.
Yeah, I mean,
do you still have open items that you say there are things that surely I want to do?
100%. It's funny because I'm 29 and I've been doing this, really taking the original music thing seriously and going for it for 5 or 6 years, and yet somehow I still feel like I'm running out of time. And I don't think that that's the truth. I think that I actually have quite a lot of time, but I'm so anxious to. It's this thing of you're only as good as your last show. You know what I mean? Or you can never rest on your laurels. You just have to keep going. But I have aspirations of headlining the biggest festivals here and selling out the biggest venues, and there's always milestones of things that you want to reach, but I have a feeling that even if and when I accomplish those things, I'll still be like, what's the next one,
Okay. You're, like I said, very young, but do you think that you as a musician can do something in a world where everybody is fighting and having problems? What is your task, not your task, what is your thing to do or to help the world getting better?
Yeah, well, for me, what drew me into music was struggling with depression and isolation at a very young age, and feeling like my refuge, my solace was in music, and feeling like I have a friend somewhere in the songs that I was listening to. Yeah. And for me, first and foremost, I do everything that I do in this career with gratitude, because it really, truly, all my success and all my progress is a result of people deciding that they want to make the effort to care and support me. I think that approaching things with gratitude is so important. On top of that, if I can help somebody else feel less alone, or like there's someone who understands how they're feeling, and maybe making that bridge of connection, the way that music helped me. I mean, that's really all I want to do, is help somebody feel connected.
Okay. Mrs. Leilani Kilgore, these were my questions. We thank you a lot for your time, for your roots time, the time that you make today for us, and I hope that you come back to Belgium and that we can meet in another show somewhere, sometime.
Yeah, I hope so as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you a lot.